at airports and on airplanes. And for a comedian, being at airports and on airplanes, that's like a wet dream. There's so much funny stuff happens, you know? And like, so I get to, like, it starts at the airport. Because I always seen, you know, in Cleveland, we had these big, long moving walkways, you know, in the terminal. And I invariably, I get behind some 7-member Amish family that thinks they're on a ride in Hershey Park, you know? I'm waiting for one of them to go, "Wee, Yoder!" Whenever Amish people yell, I don't know any Amish people. I don't know their language, I don't know what they say. But for me, the fun starts once they close the main cabin door. That's when it starts. Because the first thing that they do, get the hell out of here, okay? Hey, did I introduce you folks to my Ethiopian friend? Another stupid joke. The fun starts when they close the main cabin door. The first thing they tell you is to turn off all of your electronic equipment or put it in airplane mode. I don't understand why. Boeing 737 costs $60 million to build. My iPhone costs $327. If this $327 iPhone is going to take down that $60 million airplane, hey Boeing, you have a design flaw. You're not going to hear in the news tomorrow, a 737 crashed after takeoff. The NTSB has determined that the cause of the accident was the asshole 11A was playing Candy Crush on his iPhone. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The pilot comes on the PA system. So sit back and relax. Have a safe and enjoyable flight. I can sit back and relax. Have a safe and enjoyable flight. I think the balls in your court on that one. Then comes the flight attendant and her part of the pre-flight program. And it's the safety briefing. The safety briefing. The favorite part. Let me ask you guys a question. Do we still need somebody to stand up in front of an airplane and show us how to buckle the seatbelt? Let's take a random survey. How many people here have been in, I don't know, a car? And not only do they show you how to do it, they tell you how to do it. Take the metal tab, insert it into the buckle, and pull the strap tightly across your lap. You know what, Einstein? You got a metal tab in this hand, and a buckle in this hand. And you can't figure out what to do with it? I don't want you in my life raft. If the air pressure changes in the cabin, oxygen masks will fall down from the compartment above your head. I've seen all those disaster movies. Every time that happens, somebody gets sucked out of one of those little windows, and it's usually the fat guy. That's bullshit. It's funny, but that's bullshit. And then, in the unlikely event of a water landing, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Really? Next time you're on an airplane, take a look at that seat cushion. Do they think that you really believe that that wrinkly crushed piece of foam rubber is going to save your ass if this plane goes down in the water? Maybe in a duck pond. And wait a minute, in all those disaster movies, you ever see anybody around floundering around in the water, clutching on to a goddamn seat cushion? That's my point.